everybody, happy Friday. Hope you're doing very, very well. And this is going to be rather tasty. So on Tuesday, I added quite possibly the cheapest shirt to my collection that cost 10 whole British pounds. And the one today is certainly not going to be that cheap. It's quite the opposite end of the scale. It's not quite the most expensive shirt in my collection, but it might as well be, considering I had to pay some taxes on arrival. So it is in here. It's a box shape. Is it going to have a box? Doesn't always mean there is going to be a box. It's quite heavy duty. So let's get this open, see what's inside. I'm very, very excited. And it's got good reviews. It's possibly one of the best shirts released this season, this year, depending on how you want to measure it. Let's go. So, came up a little bit. I'm going to try the other side. And I screwed it, haven't I? Here we go. Almost there. Da, 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 da. Ooh. What have we got here? Ooh, that looks a little bit more solid, doesn't it? Substantial. Nothing else in there. Ooh, look at that. Look at the way the colour reflects off that. Purple, depending on the angle, and then it goes to a black. Now then, who's that? I'm sure most of you recognise that. We know the brand, and maybe you're not necessarily as familiar with that part. Interesting. We have the bottom, a little size detailing, and here there's like a little pull. So let's do that, shall we? Ooh, that is satisfying. So let's try and do this without just dropping everything on the floor, shall we? Oh, yes. It's not like we've not done this 15 times before. There we go. Don't think there's going to be anything else in there. Okay, that's going on the floor. Only for a moment. Premium paper. Ooh. Look at the colour of this thing. Interesting. And we have some cardboard. Come on, can we get this off in one go? There we go. Right here then. So there's no design in the box necessarily. It's just a blank box, which is fine. That's no issues. We do have a football shirt though. This is very, very exciting. Now then, we have purple and, well, I don't know, it's like a gradient, isn't it? It's kind of going to black. Very interesting. So we have some sponsors at the bottom. Again, in like a kind of a holographic colour. Depending on which way you look at it, it goes from black to purple, which is rather good. On the back of the neck, do we have anything? There we go. I mean, that kind of gives you an idea who it is. It tells you exactly who it is. I'm guessing most of you would have already gathered by the shirt behind me, the logo, and the colour. Bring it round to the front. There we are. So we've got centralised logos, crest, sponsor. Again, it's a continuation of design, the purple gradient down to the black. Now on the sleeve we also have a Serie A patch, which is a little bonus extra that I paid for. And on this sleeve we have of course we have a betting sponsor. Wouldn't be a football shirt without one of those, would it now? Here we are. And we do have the tags. The tags this time for a Kappa shirt is located right at the bottom. This is, I believe, a skin fit. So even though I bought a medium, the reality is it's probably going to be like an extra small if you were trying to wear it. It'd be interesting to see what happens when I put it on the mannequin. And then at the bottom here, there should be, yes there is, a little bit of a signifier. It's a limited shirt, if you imagine, and it's out of 1,926. And this is number 1010, number 1010. Quite a cool number that, isn't it? So I will attempt to dress the mannequin. And yeah, I'll come back to you and explain to you what this shirt is all about. Okie dokie then, so there is the shirt, and yeah, it's tight fitting. It's Kappa, it's what they do. I mean, the mannequin is big. It's certainly bigger than I. I'd probably be able to get away with it a little bit more, But if you were, for whatever reason, able to pick up one of these, you would have hoped to have gone up at least one size, maybe two. So what is the shirt? I mean, I think we've all gathered by now that this is certainly Fiorentina, and it's their fourth edition shirt that they released this season, and it's also known as the Luis Via Roma shirt. So it's a collaboration. I bought this one directly from the club store. It was the only place that you could buy it from, and this one cost me. It cost me €160, which comes out to about £134, which is rather annoying because for some reason I had to pay another sort of £40 customs fees. I've only had to do that twice. I don't think £135 is beyond the threshold. I thought the threshold was £145. So not quite sure what's going on there. I've seen one other person in the UK that also bought this, and they got it with a player on the back, which did mean it would cost more than mine, and they had to pay customs. So I could understand there's a little bit more than mine. I don't know, but anyway, it's been paid, it's here, it is what it is. When it comes to the availability of this shirt, it is limited, obviously, as I've mentioned, and it did sell out very quickly. I think it was a matter of days. It may have even been the same day. So if you are tempted by this one, you can't buy it unless you buy it on the sort of reselling market. It's limited to 1926 pieces, which is going to be the year of the club's founding, isn't it? Let's be honest. And it is the player spec. So it's, it's slightly elasticated, really, really tight, but really well put together. I love the detailing of the collar, these sort of little holes there, and there is like a little popper button. I'm not going to go and talk about the club because we're all familiar with Fiorentina, and it's more about the shirt for this one. So when it comes to the collaboration, and it says underneath Kappa, it says Luis Via Roma. Now what that is, it's like a luxury high-end clothing retailer based in Italy, which I thought was rather strange because usually it's like a clothing brand that would partner up with Kappa, with the club, and release it. It's what's happened with some of my other shirts that I've done, especially stuff with Kappa. But it's strange, it's a retailer. It's like Flannels, for those of us in the UK. It's a high-end retailer partnering up with a football club and releasing a shirt. It'd just be a strange thing to see, but maybe it makes more sense in Italy there. The shirt was actually worn in a match, which is always a good sign, and it was in a match against Genoa, and Fiorentina did win 2-1, so it's always nice to see the club be victorious in the special shirt that they release. It adds a little bit more credence to it. It's just got the basic part of the crest. They've not gone for the full thing, which is really, really nice. I know this one is very, very popular with people online. People can be fickle sometimes, but they say specifically when paired with the shorts, because it kind of goes all the way down as a full kit. Really well put together. This is the reason why Kappa top, second, Macron with me really makes a difference here and there, but certainly why they are one of the best when it comes to the manufacturing of football shirts. So this is replacing a shirt. It's not a new team. As you can imagine, I've already had a Fiorentina shirt, and in fact this is the home shirt. It's a 2013-14 home shirt, but it's got the Coppa Italia final sort of decal motif on it, which they actually did lose to Napoli, but it was there. I bought the shirt in October 2014. I've had this shirt for over 10 years. It's still, of course, brand new with tags. It cost me £20, £19.99, which, to be honest, back in 2014, that would have been not cheap. It wouldn't have been expensive necessarily, but it wouldn't have been bargain. I was picking up shirts for like £11, £12. So I think considering Fiorentina are one of those popular clubs, they use an interesting colour scheme of purple, they're always going to be well thought and well in demand. I think I remember seeing Classic Football shirts putting these up for sale like years down the line for like, I think ultimately for like £99. I wouldn't be wanting to sell it for that price. I think that's kind of crazy. But, I'm guessing if it's not there anymore, it would have sold at some point. So, yeah, that one will be being removed. This obviously is going to take its place. It comes in that amazing box. It will be put somewhere in one of the backgrounds up there. Italy are doing quite well with the boxes. It's mainly German speaking countries, mainly Germany, but I have Austria. But then Italy is in second place behind, so that's quite exciting. And maybe some more coming my way also. But yeah, what do you think? Do you think it's quite good? The only thing I will say, and it's a shame, is that the Serie A patch is white. If they would have done it a way where it could have been purple or black or something, just to have it a little bit more subtle, it would have been good. When I got it, you could have also had the Conference League patches on there. I didn't really know when they were going to be playing this, if they were going to be wearing this shirt. I don't think they mentioned it at that point. I was thinking, surely it has to be Serie A. So it'd be a bit weird if someone's got a Conference League patch, because it would have been showing for something that was never worn. But there we go. Yeah, it's cool. Not cheap, but I think genuinely it's a beautiful, beautiful shirt, and I'm very, very happy to own it. Better than the one there, even though that one is a very nice shirt also. So yeah, let me know what you think. And yeah, it's very, very good. Guys, thank you as always for watching the videos. Genuinely, really do appreciate it. Hope you have a great weekend ahead, and I'll see you. I'm not sure when the next video will be. Might be Tuesday, or it might be a Friday, depends on how I'm feeling. Yeah, anyway, regardless, see you next video. Goodbye.